Your company by now has decided to use cloud computing and cares about DevOps, security, automation, and all the things that make a modern computing infrastructure more robust, more scalable, and more reliable, and that bring you toward the future. But your company has probably already discovered that this is a lot of work. The cloud is far from plug and play. There's a very large amount to learn, and there's a very complicated array of hundreds of related technologies. There are countless tools, and they interlock and interact with each other in complicated ways. The cloud itself is complicated to begin with, but as we bring in necessary levels of automation, what we would call DevOps, and as we bring in necessary levels of security, what we would call DevSecOps, development and security and operations together, we discover that there's a lot of work to do. But if your company is like most, nearly your whole IT team is already busy, building features for your business, building features that your customers want, and maintaining what's already there. It's very, very hard to find the resources to move forward with more advanced computing infrastructure. And yet, how can you not? How can you choose not to keep up with where technology is going and where your competitors are going? The issue is not whether to move forward, the issue is how to find a more timely, quick, efficient, and cost-effective way to move forward. FBComplete is a high-end software engineering and consulting firm that can help you build and deploy your cloud systems, your DevOps, your DevSecOps, and your overall security. FBComplete brings the expertise that it's developed by doing DevOps since 2012 and doing cloud computing since then as well. We didn't invent cloud computing, but we're better at using cloud computing than most companies, and it is our full-time job to help companies like yours with cloud computing and related technologies. If you've tried to use cloud computing, you've probably discovered that the time to market is disappointing, or rather, it's very easy to use the basic features of cloud computing, but to actually move your production applications to cloud computing with full maintainability, reliability, and security, well, that's another thing entirely. Your team is probably quite busy maintaining the features of your applications and keeping the lights on. FBComplete brings in best practices that may have been developed since your applications were first written, educates your team on these best practices, and will be glad to implement solutions hands-on by itself or side by side with your team. We do custom engineering and we do knowledge transfer and training. Our goal is to advance the state of the art in IT in companies like yours. By now you've realized the incredible importance of automation and security and of adopting the cloud. And you've realized that these things are costly and slow. FBComplete's job is to drive down that cost and drive up that speed for companies like yours. If you need help adopting the cloud, adopting modern DevOps, or adopting modern security technologies, if you need help with DevSecOps, FBComplete is here to help you. Contact us, we'll assess your situation with you and propose some ways that we can help.